Continue on US 20 East for 1 mile.
Oh. As we turn into the sun. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my friends. Woo! That is a bright, bright sun. Welcome, welcome, welcome to upstate New York. Staying in Rochester, but today, head a little bit south into the Finger Lake District, heading down to Urbana State Forest, I believe it is called. So, again, you can see my level of planning. I've got about a 4.5, 5 mile hike planned in the state park, hoping for a little fall color. As we head a little further south, starting to see a little bit more of it, but it's still pretty sparse. There's still a lot of green, but that's okay. That's not going to stop us, not going to deter us. We're going to keep right on and going because it's gorgeous. So, yeah, just a simple hike today. No big masterful plans, because I never have any of those anyway. We're just going out for a nice, lovely hike and a beautiful day. And I'm sure we'll find it. Cemetery. So cool. All right, well, this is ridiculous. I'm not even a quarter mile into this trail and I'm already talking myself out of everything. I'm like, oh, there's some color, but I can't see the forest for the trees. There's no good big grand landscapes. I don't take grand landscapes, who cares? I'm like, oh no, now it's all pine trees and all the color's disappearing. No, it's not. There's tons of color all around me. I don't know. I'm already just kind of put myself in this negative mind space in the middle of this gorgeous woodland. Is ridiculous and it's unacceptable. I just have to remind myself where I am and what I'm doing, and this is amazing and I'm lucky I get to do this. So we're going to shove all those negative thoughts out of my head. We're going to concentrate on little tiny scenes, probably. That's what I almost always do. And we're going to enjoy this walk. It's beautiful. The squirrels and the chipmunks here, though, they got some New York attitude. They are chirping and screaming at me all the way up this trail so far, which has been a very short distance so far. I've, like I said, barely scratched the surface. So let's keep heading up this hill and see what we can find. Staying positive, looking for the color, looking for the beauty. All of it is all around me. I just need to find the thing that piques my interest and make my work with that. And that's where I am. This space is here and I'm in it, and I'm gonna concentrate on me and my work for a little while. And I'm looking forward to that. That is gonna be great. I'm walking here. Okay, here we are. First little scene, and it's this log that's been cut from a fallen tree somewhere nearby, probably this one right here in front of me, but it is covered in these, I forget what the name of these mushrooms are, but they're really common, they're everywhere, and they're gorgeous. They have these great, brilliant white edges all the time, so they make for fascinating patterns. And this log has a couple of leaves that have fallen on it. I got this one kind of green and brownish dappled guy right here in front of me. I've got another great leaf over here, a brown one, gone completely brown, but it's got some great texture to it. Little holes have been gnawed in it by some insects, and some sections just kind of brittled off on the edges, but that might be a great second shot. And then I have a third shot, I think, just straight up looking down, again, patterns of these mushrooms. So small woodland scenes, and they're kind of my favorite things. So this first shot, I'm gonna actually throw a polarizer on this and see if I can't get these colors and this contrast to pop just a little bit more. There's not a lot of light coming through here, so I don't know if this is gonna do a whole lot for me. A little bit with the colors. Saturation. Shooting this at an ISO 100 f8, and it's about 1.3 seconds. And this one is just kind of that leaf sitting in that upper right hand corner, and then just the pattern of all these mushrooms all around it. Kind of show you what we're looking at right here. So here's my leaf. I'm gonna widen out a little bit to more approximate the still image frame, a little something like this. got that leaf right there, and then just all of these white mushrooms all around it. That's it. It's really pretty simple. I'm gonna move over now, try to square up a composition on this brown leaf and see if that works. And then we're gonna move up on the top and try that one. I'm gonna go for all 3 shots. I'm here, I have all day, I'm not rushing, and I'm going to relax and enjoy it. And I'm gonna try and create some images. And I know not all of them are gonna work, but I'm gonna try, because nothing will work if you don't try. I tried to be deep there and it didn't work, did it? You gotta try. That's what I'm getting at. You have to try. So we're gonna try this one now. I like this. Just kind of this one again is just all about this texture here. I got this great little tiny bit of diffused light hitting that leaf, which is kind of helping it shimmer and pop out, stand out just a little bit more. That's it. I've shoved that leaf far to the left of my frame, and the reason for that is there's this little blank spot on the log where the mushrooms aren't popping through, and I find it distracting in the composition. So square crop to help eliminate that, and then I've kind of moved my camera to the right, forcing that leaf to the left, but it still kind of works. Still in that bottom left third of the image. Works pretty well. Little tiny leaf popping into the corner, but like I say, we just do that 2-second timer, hold this leaf back, and there we are. I really like this. I really do. There's something about these mushrooms, the name of which I can't remember, that I can't walk past them. There's just the patterns in them and the colors and those white edges always lend themselves so perfectly to an image, I think. And this is a great one. I think this might be one of my favorite of this type of mushroom. Again, this log is just literally coated in these mushrooms. And there's this great little river of bark kind of in between these. Then I've got these mushrooms, the patterns with the brilliant white edges laying on either side of it. And that's the image. I'm actually thinking, I'm not sure how I'm going to orient this one. I know it's going to be a horizontal shot. But I can't decide which is the top of the bottom. I'm going to get this one home and kind of flip it over and see which one I like the most. But I'm looking at the camera upside down and I like it. So it might be how I leave the image. But the shot's really simple. Settings haven't changed. ISO 100, f8, 2.5 seconds. A little polarizer on there. And we've got just a little bit of sunlight kind of streaming in through these trees, which is giving it a really warm, kind of a golden glow. And I think I like it. These tend to look really good, these mushrooms, because of the wet edge. These tend to make really good black and white shots often, but I might leave this one in color. Maybe I'll desaturate it a little bit and get a little artsy with it. I don't know, but those are all decisions I'll make when I get home. Right now, I'm in love with the texture and the pattern, and that's what this shot is all about. I love it. I got this little 3-foot log, and I got 3 images out of it, and I'm happy with all of them. It's really great. All right, well, let's move on now and see what else these woods have to offer. I'm excited now. Now I'm excited. Little logo. Oh, this shot is ridiculous. I love it. This one's all about light and pattern and color. So it's about 3 different things. I've got this, what I think is a birch leaf, trapped in a spider web. shooting perfectly sideways out of this branch. Everything is backlit, back and side lit, just kind of coming in here from the upper right. So this leaf is just glowing. The spider web is just kind of catching this glints and beautiful, and then we just got the edge of that branch, and everything else is just falling off into blackness. Shooting this at an ISO 100 f8, 1/60th of a second. I'm going to, that's it. Yeah, 1/100th of a second, I think. Oh, it's great. Just a little bit, 1/60th again. Oh, it's fantastic. I love it. Let me show you what we're looking at here, because this one's too good not to share, I don't think. I think. Here it is. This is it. This is a shot. Really, really simple. Like I say, leaf stuck in the spider web, and then we've got the tree here, highlighted, spider webs, shooting at a shallow depth of field here. Shooting at, what am I shooting at? F7, but everything is so far away, it's all falling out of focus. All you really see is that leaf and the webs and the light glinting off of it. I love the shot. Really, really simple. That's like, this is the sort of thing that just makes a day. It just makes you happy. Just even if the shot doesn't turn out to be like the greatest shot of the day, or even a good shot or one of my favorites, finding something like this and just this feeling about it is what it's all about, and I love it. It's why I do this. This looks ridiculous with my shirt draped over this tree, but the sun has poked out and is shooting through these trees, which largely is perfectly fine. It's great, but for this particular scene, it's too much. It's too bright. It's kind of blowing out the whole scene, and this one really is kind of counting on that subdued shaded light. So I threw my extra shirt that I keep in my bag over this branch to shade this scene, and it's a really simple scene. It's this great little fairy tale woodland scene of these tiny little mushrooms growing out of this moss covered log. You saw me focus in on it, shooting 200 millimeters with my Nisi close-up filter on the ends to kind of macro the shot, make these mushrooms feel a little bigger in the frame, and that's it. ISO 100 f8, shooting at about a half a second. 2-second timer, let everything settle down and catch the scene. Shooting up even at f8, because I'm shooting macro, the focus, the depth of field on this is really, really touchy. So I'm gonna let that background mushroom kind of fall off of focus. I think it adds a little mystery and a little depth to the whole image overall, and it really helps that foreground mushroom pop as the subject of this image. I really like this one. I'm really happy with it. And I'm really glad I carry an extra shirt all the time. This picture is really, really simple. It's just beautiful. I believe it's a birch leaf that has fallen onto this moss-covered log. And so we've got the dark greens and browns of the log and this golden, gorgeous golden color of this birch leaf that's fallen on the log. That's it. That's the shot. Focus on the leaf. Everything's really, really flat. Not much to it. ISO 100 f8. 1/5 of a second, little 2-second timer. Let all the things settle down, call that done. This one, I mean, it doesn't get any easier. Just found the perfect little scene, pointed my camera at it, and I pushed the button. I love it, I really do. Shooting this in a 4x5 just because I tend to like that crop. I don't know why, I really don't know why. There we go. Liking that. All right, friends, well, here we are. We are back at the other end of the loop section of this trail, which means that way is back to the trailhead and the car. So I think I'm gonna call it a day. And it really was a fantastic day. It was great. It was a beautiful hike, gorgeous scenery. I think I got some fantastic images today, but still, I started off today down and negative and being, you know, this gloomy cloud of like, this isn't what I want to get. I don't think there's anything here to shoot. And truth be told, it's been that way for me the past few outings recently. It's just every time I start, I'm like, this isn't what I had in mind. This isn't what I want to do. But at the end of every day, at the end of every outing, I'm happy, I'm up, I'm excited that I went out, and I'm thankful and grateful for what I got to see and experience and the images I got to create. So just trying to remember that little thing. This is what it's all about, is just being out and exploring and enjoying and really celebrating all of this. And I want to thank you for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and tell your friends, because the more the merrier. And if you'd like to see some more of my work, please visit toddhphoto.com. Over there you can see all of my images from everywhere that I go. And if you would like to get some more of it and get a little more out of it, consider signing up for my mailing list, A Quiet Stillness. There I just send out once a month a little blog letter, really. It has an image in there and a little more story and detail behind that image. And if you really like my work and you'd like to support me, consider signing up for my member section. Over there I do a free download of all of those images in the newsletter, and occasionally just free members only videos get posted up over there. In the works of another one right now. And if that doesn't work out for you, if you don't want to commit to any one thing, there's a donate button. Any amount is always appreciated. But that's it for now. And from Huckleberry Bog here in Urbana State Forest, somewhere in upstate New York. So long, and we'll see you next time.